Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about Ramadan.
Ramadan?
As you know, Ramadan is in less than 10 more days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11? No, today's the 19th. Oh my gosh. Bro, my concept of time is so bad now. We're gonna talk about Ramadan and different goals you can set for yourself to have a successful holy month of Ramadan. Now, with Ramadan, it's only 30 days. So first things first is be realistic with your goals. It's one thing to have goals, and it's another thing to just say it to say it. Like, for example, if you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna memorize the whole Quran in 30 days. Mashallah, that's amazing. That's really amazing. But you have to think about how realistic that is. Maybe take small steps. Maybe be like, okay, I'm gonna learn a surah this week, then learn another surah that week, just to get yourself still in that area. You don't want to put yourself in an unrealistic box and end up feeling like as if you're not doing enough, because you're doing enough, and everyone's gonna do great this Ramadan. Main thing that I wanted to share is my goal setting for Ramadan. I did this last year, so this is gonna be my second year doing this type of goal arrangement for Ramadan in 3 categories: spiritual, mental, and physical. When it comes to these 3 things, these are the 3 categories I'm mainly focusing on during Ramadan. Not only not eating, praying, then eating again. That's basic. You're just getting past Ramadan. You could do that all you want, but you're not going to get nothing out the month if you're just thinking about, oh yeah, I'm just not going to eat and I'm just going to pray. So much you can get out of this holy month. I set a goal for myself 3 Ramadans ago that, I'm going to wear modest clothing like abayas. Ever since that Ramadan, I invested more money into abayas, and now I have a whole closet full of them. I have a whole closet full of hijabs. It goes, and I'm grateful for that. I really am. There's a lot of people out there who don't have access to those type of things, but I'm grateful that I do, so I can help people reach there. Also, if you're asking oh my god, where do you get all your abayas from and hijabs from, I could make a YouTube video about that as well. I would put in this video, but I gotta stretch my content out, so I'm sorry. But yeah, show y'all these goals, because why not? It was last year, so it's in the past, kinda, I guess. But yeah, here are what they look like. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? You can see I broke it down to different parts. This is how you could structure them using this type of template. So for spiritual, think about what your soul needs. What is your soul hungry for? What does your soul want to get out of Ramadan? All things that feed your soul. Like, for example, I'm not going to share all my goals because I'm not that type of person to share all my stuff. A good goal that I have for my soul personally is to learn more du'as, right? I feel like I've just stuck with the same du'as I've known my whole life, like the du'a you say before you enter and leave the bathroom, the du'a you say after prayer, little stuff like that. But I want to learn more, because there's so many out there that you could use that I want to utilize them and use them more within my prayer. If you don't know what else to add onto there, like for your spiritual thing, you can also think about controlling your appetite. Not with food. What's within. Think about what you usually cannot deny. Think about it. It may be something that is haram, but because it's so good, you just can't let go of it. You have to control your appetite, or you're gonna let your appetite control you. Also, it doesn't necessarily mean food. It means there's certain things that we can't give up. There's certain things that drive us, I'm not specifically talking about if you're thinking about drugs or drinking or stuff like that. It could be anything, really. And having temperance, be able to control that. You need that, especially during Ramadan. You need that control. Don't let your desires or what you think is controlling you take over and ruin the month for you. You deserve so much more than to allow the little things in life that you think you can't overcome ruin this holy month for you. And I know you could do it. I did it. I literally did it. When I say that, people will probably think ooh, she's probably... I gave up something a while ago, and ever since then, I never looked back. It's your life. You have to take control of it. But okay, getting away from the spiritual part, because I could go on and on about it, guys. Second part is mental. When it comes to Ramadan, right, you are kind of stripped away from your food, which as humans, we tend to take eating food as a pleasure. Now that's away. What are you gonna do? Your stomach's empty, your mind's full. Think about what you're gonna do without the food. Food is not your life. Maybe it's mine, but it's more than that. It comes to mental health. Take care of your mental health. Please, I had to teach myself this year how to take breaks. Don't feel guilty about taking breaks. Don't feel guilty about giving yourself a rest day. Don't feel guilty about telling people no. It's all about you. It's your life. And when it comes to mental, it's all about you. You know yourself better than anybody else. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, I know you better than you know yourself. Because that's not true. You want to know why? Because you're you. Duh. Mentality when it comes to fasting. Stop thinking like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Oh my God, I can't do anything. You'll be fine. You will literally be fine. When it comes to fasting, the way I have grown up to seeing this as not only food, stripped away of other things that could bring you pleasure. You know, I'm not saying that food is like a bad pleasure, but there's some things that bring us pleasure that should not bring us pleasure that we still are attached to. To use your mental and your mentality to kind of stay away from that as well. And also to all my athletes, oh my gosh, I know. Just talk to your coach. That's like part number one. Because they don't know what Ramadan is. They don't understand how it is, how it may affect your body. So talking to them and having that communication is number one. Hard as it gets, use that mentality. Use that mental strength and push through. Don't push too far to the point you pass out. If you want it, go for it, bro. Go for it. You have to go for it. You know, no one's going to hold your hand through it. You got to go for it. I feel like when it comes to my mental strength, I feel like I've strengthened it a lot over time. Personally, I'm not an expert when it comes to mental health. But over time, when you go through enough in life, you kind of have to stand on your own 2 feet and find that gear. And push yourself through the finish line. Okay, last one. Physical. Sit down at the table. We see all the food in front of us. The azan call. We take 2 bites of chicken and our stomach is full. Do you know how crazy that is? The whole day you're complaining about being hungry. You take 2 bites of chicken, you full? So, physical, we're not only talking about like how our body looks and all that stuff. For example, my goals for last year. Spend less time scrolling on phone. Don't complain about fasting. Speak words of kindness and be patient. Continue to dress modest. Physical things are the things that are connected to our mental health. For example, spend less time scrolling on your phone or stay off of social media. Spending less time scrolling on your phone. You don't want to be laying on your bed all day scrolling through your phone, knowing that you could be doing so much other things. For example, the goal to be reading the Quran. Do that. Now I see why parents say like it's that phone. Sometimes I get tired of my phone. I just can't stand it. Another funny thing I put in here was don't complain about fasting. Even like I don't complain like out loud to people. Like I wouldn't go up to people and be like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Like, oh my God, I can't do this. But I would be sitting down by myself thinking in my head like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. Like I can't do this. Like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? More so like having to strengthen my mental health with fasting. That's basically my 3 main things I use to break up my Ramadan goals and why it's important to utilize this month. Like don't see Ramadan as like a prison. More as like you know those video games, like those driving games, and then you see those arrows and like it's going like, and when you go on the arrows it makes you go like super fast into like the lead. Like think of Ramadan like that, like a super booster. Like you're going on it and it's gonna give you all these things, all these wonderful things that you could do, and you're gonna use that as super boost after the month, and you're gonna be good. And you're gonna be good as long as you stay consistent, persistent, and resistant. Yeah. I like that quote. I made it myself. I say out here, like I'm not a pro, not like a scholar or anything. I'm human. But the one thing about me that I like when it comes to giving out Islamic advice is that I'm just real. I'm human. I don't try to play that perfect role, you know, like I'm human. I'm human and I try my best, right? As long as I try my best, I want other people around me to try their best as well. And I'm not gonna sit here and like act like, oh yeah, I'm like perfect. My biggest takeaways I would give from this: control your appetite, not only your food, but your mental, your spiritual, your physical, things that may literally have you on a leash and you don't know it. Take control of your life. Come on, it's your life. Let's go. Don't see Ramadan as a to-do list. Embrace it and feel it. Live every day like it's a mission, you know, like it's yours. Another thing you can do as well is be spontaneous. Try new things. Do new things. So what if you make a mistake? So what if you mess up? As long as you tried, you did it, bro. I feel like our biggest fears is messing up, or our biggest fears is it's not going our way, or it's too slow, or it's taking us a while. You know, Allah has his timing. Allah has different timings for everybody. You know, subhanallah, it's amazing. That's my Ramadan video for you guys to help you structure your goals for this holy month. Be safe. I hope you have an amazing Ramadan, and make sure to like and subscribe.